In the Survivor series, one of the beyond enemy line principles, if you have to deploy beyond enemy lines, those principles, one of them is to keep your sense of humor alive. If you don't do that, then you might get stuck in all the hard work and all the challenges and the opportunities where you could take a minute and just enjoy what's happening and have a little bit of fun might go past you. And that happens in life. It happens in business, it happens in communities, and it happens in our personal lives. Well, I think there's way more potential opportunities for humor and the value of it than what we think. And we should learn to pick up on it and kind of celebrate it as moments of joy. Why is this so important? Because I think that any joy of life experience, any experience that is defined by joy or happiness, is a more powerful motivator than, for example, the fear of death or the fear of what can go wrong or the fear of what if things go wrong, what if we don't make it. And the moment we spend most of all our time in fear of death conversations, what if this go wrong, what if that happens, what if, or even worse, if this happened, then this will be the consequence. We might not make it, we might not come back. Those are all fear of death conversations. And without realizing it, not a lot of things will change because of fear of death conversations. Maybe 10% might change behavior because of that conversation or that approach. But I think you've got a 70%, 80% chance of new behaviors repeating themselves almost consistently if we can create that as part of a joy of life experience. We're not really programmed for joy of life. It's hard to think of examples where joy of life and or humor is actually happening. We are programmed for the opposite. Most people end up being pessimistic, or they are very concerned about what can go wrong and what if it happens. They are sometimes more negative than positive. And then, of course, they are sometimes also very cynical. And without realizing it, when that happens, people steal from us. They steal the adventure from us. They steal the opportunity from us to try something, to be different, to see if we can get it to work and make a success of it. And in that process, also have fun and also experience the joy of it, the joy of work, the joy of life. Why does it always have to be a mountain, a bridge too far? Why are we not destined for it? Come on. And then on humor, for what it's worth, I remember in one of our lectures when we did our initial survival training, the lecturer said that, so what is worse than having a cockroach in your soup, whatever the soup is? And then he responded by saying, it is having half a cockroach. And if you think of it, that's really it, isn't it? At that moment, you might not see it, but guess what? There's humor there, and it's good stuff. And we need that. We need to be able to laugh at some of the things we experience, some of the things we do, and some of the bugger-ups, and have a little bit of fun around it. Not in a disrespectful manner, but in a manner that just allow people to relax a little bit. And why? Because whatever we do is often so tense, is so on the edge, that one might not see it, and number two, we might not think how important it is to create the fun in it, or bring the humor to it, because it is there. I think one of the best things you can do in your life, in your business, your community, is to figure out how to create joy of life experiences. And by the way, it might not be that difficult if you think of joy of life as things that actually work. So many things are not working. That's true, is it not? So many things are just not working. But what if we can create more things that work? And that in itself will become a joy of life experience. You have to smoke this in your pipe. It's a way of life, isn't it? To be able to see it, enjoy it, and have some fun when it happens.